Bridging Health Care. And I am your host, Bridget. Thank you for joining me on this channel. The main focus is helping us to become highly effective healthcare worker, bringing informative, educative solutions to our world. I am so happy you're here. Sit down, relax, like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Bridget from Bridging Healthcare. How have you been? And how is work? For those of us that are still in training, how is your training going? How are your courses going? Are you doing your assignments? And for those of us that are on the field, how is work? Tell me, what's been happening with the whole weather change and everything? Are you under the weather? Are your clients good? All right. Nice to see you again. Today, I want to discuss something really interesting. But first of all, I want to appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you very much for coming into this channel to learn, to grow, and to support each other. And to all my incoming subscribers, that's those that are going to be subscribing. Okay, nice to meet you. And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. So welcome again. Okay, today, what do I want to teach us today? My theme or my topic for today is Care Skill 101. Care Skills 101. And basically, I just want to give us a good understanding of some vital skills that we need as healthcare professionals and what can make us stand out, and those skills that we can add to our skills that will make us stand out. So everyone assume that as a healthcare professional, probably you will help with medication, you will help with ambulation, that is helping people to move, you will help with transfers, either using all different manual handling equipment like the hoist, like the Zimmer frame, like the rotunda, and every other equipment that you can use, lift sheets, slide sheet, and everything that you use to help a client. And some other people will just say, well, our work is just to assist them with some exercise, feeding, personal care, oral care. All these things are what we do as healthcare professionals. But there is more. And there are some little skills that you can have that you can add it to your main skills that will make you exceptional. You know what makes you exceptional at your job are the little things that you do. So the purpose of this class today is to educate us on some of the little things that you can add to your skill that can make you highly efficient, highly effective, and highly professional. It makes you stand out, because you know what? Everyone can go through a training on manual handling and understand how to use a hoist, and know how to assist a client with a hoist, and know how to assist a client with a Zimmer frame, and know how to assist a client with everything. There's so many things you can learn. You learn how to feed, you learn how to do hair care, oral care, cooking, personal care, changing of the incontinence aid, and everything. All these things are things that you can acquire as training. Okay, but these little things I'm going to be bringing in today, they will make your job like exceptional. Okay, so let's dive right in. First thing first, there's this culture that you must imbibe. No matter what the situation is, no matter how the house is or where the client is, whether it's a home, wash your hands before you start any care duties. Wash your hands before you start any care duties. Once you get into your client, number one step, wash your hands. Now, a lot of people just think when they just want to wash their hand, they just go, turn on the tap, take some soap, wash their hands, and that's all. I'm going to show us a quick hand washing technique. And when you're washing your hand from training, you can sing a song. There are so many songs that you can sing that last you like 20 seconds. A proper hand washing should be done minimum 20 seconds. Okay, so how do you start? Number one, you turn on the tap. Okay, then you wet your hands. Then after wetting your hand, you get the if it's a liquid soap or whatever, it's preferable that you take the liquid soap. You get the soap, okay, put it in your hand, then you take this hand, okay, make it a deep circle here and wash the nails, okay. That's where you start from, and then you do that for the other hand. And some people do it like this, some people do it like this, but however you have done that, right? Then you wash this part, and then you wash, you see, and then these other parts, okay. And then when you're done with that, you rinse out your hand, and once you are done rinsing out your hand, you take a little more soap, you wash here, the thumb, it can get dirty, you wash here as well, you see. Once you're done with that, you rinse out your hand again. Make sure that you rinse very well. Now, some people, after washing their hands, they will now use their hand to lock up the tap. Thank God for taps that lock up, that stops on their own. But if you have to lock up the tap, what you now do is take if there's tissue to dry your hands, you dry your hands with the tissue. Then you use that tissue in your hand to lock up the tap, and then you drop the tissue in the bin. That is proper hand washing. It protects you, it protects your client. So, having washed your hand, the next step is now to go into the client and introduce yourself. Hi, John. How you doing? My name is Bridget, and I'm going to be your whatever you're doing, support worker, care worker, occupational therapist, whatever you're doing today. How are you doing? Now, while you are saying that, you are trying to look around. How is John? Is he on the bed? Is he okay? Look at the expression on his face. How does he respond to you today? Does he used to respond like that before now? You know, so that will help you to know where John is at, both physically, emotionally, and, you know, in all ramifications, so that you will know what to report in your note. Now, once that is done, you look at your task. Of course, you must have known what you're doing, but you look at your task again in chronology, and then you now start carrying out your task. Now, when you're carrying out your task, please use your personal protective equipment. What are personal protective equipment? You have the gloves, okay? I always advise every care worker, when you're going into a client, have minimum of 5 pairs of your personal protective equipment. So you have your gloves, then you have your face mask. If probably you need to do anything that has to do with oral care, spilling, you have your face mask. If you have to do personal care, maybe you're going to assist with washing, you have your apron, okay? If you need to do that. Then, if you need to wear a shoe cover, you should also wear a shoe cover. Now, there are some clients that they don't want you to wear shoes into their house. They will provide you with shoe covers, or your company can provide you with shoe covers, and then you wear your shoe cover. Now, most importantly, while you are exchanging tasks, so when you are changing tasks, maybe you are done with oral care, you want to do personal care, please change your gloves immediately. I've seen people use the same glove they use for personal care. They use it to empty the commode, and they still use it to make food for the client. Jesus Christ. Please, we need to protect our clients. It's our duty to protect. It's our duty of care to protect our clients. So ensure that in between you are removing another set of gloves. In fact, what I do is, if I'm doing personal care, say for instance, and I know that I will wash face and I will wash the groin area, because I'm going to do the face first, right? And I'll do the groin area last, right? I will wear 3 pairs of gloves together. So I wear the first one, I wear the second one, and I wear the third one on it. I wear that like that because I don't want to waste time in between. You know, when your hand is wet, sometimes when you're changing it and you have to wash your hand, it's difficult to get your gloves in if you use real fit glove. I use small size gloves. So what I do is that I've worn that 3, okay? Once I'm done with face, I peel out the gloves, and then I go to the trunk area. Once I'm done with the trunk area, I peel out the gloves and I go to the groin area. Once I'm done with the groin area, I take out that gloves and I take another set and I wear. You can be surprised that I sometimes, on one client, I use 10 pairs of gloves, but I'm happy because the client is protected. Now, we don't discard gloves or PPE that's been used in client's kitchen or in their bin or in the bin by their bed. No, we discard it in the bin outside the house. And it is not recyclable material. So you discard it in the bin outside the house where it's going to be taken away, not in the recycle bin. Having said that, now I'm going to shift to communication, having a conversation with your clients. While you are going through your call, while you're having doing all the things you need to do with your clients, you need to be explaining to them, I'm going to do this now. Could you assist me? You need to work with them. You need to include them in everything that is being done. They also need to have control over what is being done. Okay, now I want to wash your back. How would you like it? Would you like me to just wipe? Would you like, would you like to do it yourself? You see, so that way you are also promoting inclusion, and it also improves their well-being. It improves their self-esteem when people feel that they are also in charge of their care and they are doing a lot of things. They're happy. Okay, I washed my legs today. If what they couldn't do yesterday and they're able to do it today, the client is happy. The client is pleased with what they have done, and it just keeps them going. So those are some of the things that you can add into make sure that you are talking to them. Do you like, is the water too hot? I always do, okay, touch the water. If it's not hot enough, okay, can you turn on the tap? They've gotten involved in it. Or would you like to brush your teeth by yourself? Would you like to put this? Would you like to do? Even some clients will say, I want to do some things by myself. I don't want to just always rely on people, which is good. That means that this client is improving. Okay, so don't think they don't want me to help them. No, they want you to help them, but they also want to help themselves because they are human beings. That's how to be human. How to be a person is how to be able to do things by yourself, how to be able to sit up from bed. So when somebody is beginning to say that, it shows that the person is improving in their health and their well-being. Okay, so I've already talked about washing your hands. I talked about using your personal protective equipment and ensuring that you are changing in between tasks and how to dispose of. I've talked about communication with clients and involving them and getting them to be part of their own care. It is also a person-centered approach, and care is useless without a person-centered approach. The next thing is conversation. I'm very big on conversation because I believe that communication is a bedrock of care. You have to be able to communicate with your clients. You have to be able to know how to make them laugh. You have to be able to laugh at their jokes, even if it doesn't really sound funny to you. Laughing at their joke will improve their self-esteem and make them feel good about themselves. So when you are doing things, always remember that this client is first. Put them forward because they are the reason why you are there. I always tell people, when you get into your client's house, from the door, wear your smile, drop your burdens, and be the best care worker that you can be to that client, so that when you go, the client can say, I've had a really fantastic day. That's what's very important for us as care workers. You have to just see yourself as a life giver, as somebody that gives life to your client. All right. Next thing is, when your client is asking you questions, let's say, for instance, you have gone to a client with dementia, and the clients there are some types of dementia that makes the person repetitive, and the person keeps asking you the same question and the same question over and over again. You must wear a garment of patience and long suffering. You must wear a garment of patience and long suffering. So that when you are with your clients, if they keep asking the same question over and over again, please don't get frustrated at them. Always be nice, always be kind, because every time they ask that question, it's to them is the very first time they're asking that question. You don't want to make somebody feel bad by saying, you just asked me that question now. Why are you asking me again? The person will be like, oh, is something wrong with me? And that can affect their mental health. So it's always important to just say, oh, darling, yes, I'm here. I've gone to a client before, and the client that client, she just likes me in a very unique way. That's how I see it. And she kept saying, what's she doing here? And then I said, I came to care for you. She said, okay, I don't like you. I said, oh, and I like you. I'm so happy to care for you. She didn't know what she just looked at me. And then the next minute she said, so what are you doing here? I'm here to care for you. Why are you coming to care for me? Oh, because I like you and I'm so pleased. It's an honor to care for you. I said that like 7-8 times. And by the time we had spoken like 8 times, she was now asking me questions like, do you think can you do this for me? So it just makes them relax. Some people, when they are anxious, they've not seen you before or something, they can be repetitive. Don't get frustrated. Don't get tired about it. Just keep going. Wear your garment of patience, okay? Wear your garment of long suffering, and wear it with pride. And once you're done, you have fulfilled that you have made somebody's day. The last thing I want to talk about on this particular class, this class is going to have a part B. And I think I enjoy having these classes in the car. Don't you guys think so? All right. I'm just trying to be flexible. Yes. All right. So finally, when you're leaving your client, how do you leave your client? If your client is having a conversation with you and you really have to go, it's wisdom to know how to end the call. To just say, okay, darling, you know what? Put a pin on it. In the next call, we're going to complete that conversation. We definitely have to complete that conversation, okay? I really have to go now, but you are special, right? And then that's it. And you can end the call. The person doesn't feel bad. The person doesn't feel you shush them. The person just feels that, okay, I will save this conversation for the next time. But imagine that the client maybe is trying to, and then you did not give that response. The client feels, oh, I'm not wanted. Nobody wants me. I don't have friends. She doesn't like me. Because nobody just wants to feel that you're coming here from duty. Even though you're coming to see the client as a duty, you must be able to flow in, in the role, so that it's fun for both you and for your clients. I hope this video has been able to impact us and help us. Like I said, it is Care Skills 101 and we're gonna have Care Skills 102. I hope it's been able to impact us and to help us understand that our role is unique. We're special in the field of things, and we really need to, the moment you know that and you take that on, you will find out that your job will be very easy for you. You will enjoy doing your job. Thank you so much for always coming back to this channel. Thank you so much for supporting the Bridging Healthcare team. I'm so excited and I don't get tired. Even when I've worked out, I'm just like, you know what? That's why I said, sometimes I'm not at home, I'm at work, and I really want to do a video. So why don't I start doing it in the car? Because I'm in domiciliary care, so that means I move around a lot. And maybe I'm waiting for my call time to start. I can actually do a short video. All right, so thank you so much, guys. And please watch this video over and over again. Practice it in your role and let me know how you feel about, some of the things I've taught in this video. I hope it's been helpful for you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Tell your friends about Bridging Healthcare. We're here to support everyone to bridge the gap in the healthcare sector so that we can be highly effective and efficient in our job. The field is green in the healthcare field. It's just that we need good professionals who can do this job and do it with pride. Thank you so much. I'm Bridget Ezobiak and I'm proud to be a healthcare professional. You have a splendid period going on. April is coming. Have a special April. Thank you. Bye.